buffet here. You may or may not see that. So I've got the pakoras and bhaja, I'll put the words up, and some curry puffs and some pork dumplings. So a bit cold out here, we've got off and on showers going out here, so it's a bit cold for the actual, it's a bit cold for the barbecue today. I'll just turn this light on, it's getting a bit dark out here. So it's been I'm actually on my first day of leave, so I've got a bit of a break from work for a week, which is nice. And I'm trying two mics at the moment. Okay, that'll work a bit better. Alright, so it's been one of those Sunday sessions. I could probably eat these with my hands. Oh, that's quite nice. We've just had our 30-day challenge finished about a week ago. Some people might still be doing it. We'll always put it up there. But I'll go through a few things first. This is an Australian company, Lucky Straps. Once again, I'm not affiliated or sponsored by anybody. I'll just tell you where I get things from, okay? This is a camera strap, which is 100% made in Australia, Australian leather, and really cool. It's got my YouTube name on here. You can get them to print whatever name you want on it. But that's a wrist strap, which looks a lot like a top collar. And you can change, oh, here we go. You can change the quick Royce to a conventional Royce method if you want. They've got a video on their website. I found out about this from Pete. I ordered it straight away, actually. I didn't finish his video. So I'll put Pete's video up. Pete's video has a link down the bottom where he's got an affiliate link. I'll also put the website up as well in case you want to go straight to the website. And the website gives you 10% off. Pete gives you 15% off. Whatever. It's leather. It's made in Australia, not made in China. Julian asked during the week, you know, and Julian's probably the one in America I'm getting along with the most, or Max. But Julian's posting every day, so I'm talking to him more than anybody else. Julian asked about, what was it? Oh, he was curious how I attract YouTube followers, I guess you could say. Okay, curry puff went down sideways. Some of the techniques I do. With this channel, this is not about growing for monetization. You know, we're somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 subs on this channel now. I haven't looked at it for 2 days. It's about you. And I will put a photo up. I took a photo of you guys last week sitting here at the barbecue. And I'll take another photo of you in a minute with this one. It's about you. It's about growing you. It's about helping you. It's about health, mental health. It's the movement that I'm trying to create down here as I still try and get over this curry puff. I've got some ideas, some ways to help you. I watched a good video the other day, actually last night, by Mark. And it's very much what I've been trying to preach for a month. And he's been trying to preach it for 20 years. So by no means is he copying me or me copying him in any way. We're both on the same page. But you've got to know your insides because you only know your outsides. It's effectively what we're trying to say. From the moment you're born, right through to, you know, your 50s, like I am now, or, you know, your 30s, like Julian, outward pressures determine what type of personality you are. You know, when you're born, it's your mum. You know, it's your mum and your dad installing those basic values on you. You get to school. You know, it's your peers at school. It's, you know, you could be a white guy, you could be a black guy, you could be an Indian. It doesn't make a difference. Your community and your social, your religion, your community and your school mould you. This is what everybody sees on the outside of you. So you join the workforce. You've got an expectation from the workforce on how to behave. Once again, it's the outside world moulding you. But inside, there's actually a person, you know. There is a creative side in you. Something that wants to get out. And I'm not telling you to go out and be a psychopath or anything, but there's an inside person that is attempting to be your creative self. And when you can actually be yourself, get harmony with yourself, you're going to be a better person for not just your family and your workmates, but for yourself. Okay, that's really deep, and maybe it's curry puff talking, but meditating, like Monday mornings I put the 2-minute silent meditation. Do that every day. Just sit, and don't have to film and put it on YouTube every day. I don't know, and just put it on Monday just to give people an incentive to do it. Sit still. You can't stop yourself thinking, okay? Just sit still. Stare out a window, stare at a wall. Don't look at your smartphone or anything like that. And just focus on the week ahead, what's gone by. Let your mind come to ease. Think about some creative thoughts that you might want to do for YouTube. It's really easy. That's easy. The hard bit is sitting still for 2 minutes and just chilling, because your outward training is do this, do this, do this. You're trying to do 100 different things a minute. You want to play with your hair. You want to do something. That's what you're told to do. That's how you've been trained by your parents, by your teachers, by your workmates, by your life. Is you've got to do something. But no, just sit, chill. Okay, so that's how to start to get in touch with your inner self. And then listen to that voice in your head. Don't be afraid to be creative. I've been shooting cameras for 40 odd years, and since I joined social media in 2008, I've probably had, what's that now? A long time ago, 17 years of people telling me how to do things. People on Facebook, Instagram, or even before that, go back to 1996 when I was on ICQ. People have expectations, and they want you, it's their egos, but they want you to admire them. You know what I mean with Instagram? You would have seen it on Facebook, you would see it with everybody. There are other people out there that everything is about them, and when you post a photo up that you're quite proud of because, you enjoyed it, it was creative. I'm going to put a photo up. Actually, I'll put a photo up now. Minties in Australia are a delicacy, like a confectionery thing, but they're getting expensive now. They've been around since 1922. From 1926 right through to now, they have a cartoon on it, a little caricature thing on it, that if you watch Max does that sort of thing. He'd love Minties, but they're only available in Australia and New Zealand. And they've got a little cartoon on there that is life's moments. And it's changed with... When the Great Depression was on, it had life's moments of the Great Depression. And nowadays it could be you burnt your sausage on the barbecue. It's moments like this, you need a minty. That's the slogan of the company, moments like this, you need a minty. I took a photo of that, a creative photo of that yesterday. And it's got high beam, low beam switch on my dashboard in my cab. And you can read the word low, and you've got the minties on the back of it. So it's a play on words. When you're feeling low, it's moments like these you need a minty. I haven't put that photo on social media at all. I'm just going to use that for a video sometime in the next week or so. I'm using my fingers, don't mind me. So, what I'm getting at, and hopefully I haven't just gone around a big circle, is you've got to, as you get older, especially... A quarter of the vloggers I talked to this week are over 50, or 48 to 53. They're in either side of myself in age. And the problem... Better put that down before I drop it. The problem we have is we've hit that turning point in life where we're now reflecting on childhood incidents that have happened, things that have moulded us outwardly over the last 50 years. Because we know retirement and end of life is a lot closer to us than high school is. High school was 30 years ago. Not many of us are going to be around in 30 years' time. Sorry to break your bubble on that one. So, we're getting 50-year-olds get into that. Now, JD can tell me, John can tell me what 60-year-olds do, but I seriously don't know. I've also noticed a lot of 5 vloggers I know now are using mist filters on the front of their cameras so that they don't see the wrinkles. I love the wrinkles. Embrace the wrinkles. These are age lines. These are lines from life. So, getting in touch with your creative side, get in touch with your inner side. The more you do that, the better you are as a person. The minute you start caring about yourself and not caring about what Tom on the internet thinks about you, or why did I only get 4 views? I got YouTube videos up there with 30 views, and I put one on the other day, I had 100 views in a day, and I got one from a week ago, it's got 2,000. Who cares? I enjoyed making the videos. They're up there. People watch it, good. People don't watch it, fine. People give the thumbs down, I hope go and jumping away. I can't not understand why people would do thumbs down on videos. Anyway, it didn't happen until I started putting vlogging videos on that I started getting thumbs down. But if you don't like a video, you just turn it off. I don't see why you need to be rude and put a negative thing on like that. So work on your inner selves is what my Sunday session talk is all about. It's hard work. You're always taught to look around you and react, but you really got to try and look inside you and react. Be nice to people, talk to people, meet people. You know, vlog in public, vlog at home, vlog in the car. Don't vlog on the Vespa because, you know, you'll crash. But get to... Where's the curry puff? No, that's the onion ball. If you're from West India, tell me which part of India I should be eating the food from. I'm going to Hobart on Wednesday. In North Hobart, they got a North Indian restaurant, which is really nice. Anyway, just talk to people. Which gets me onto this camera that I was going to talk to you about a minute ago. This is more for Julian, but anyone else, this thing doesn't come with a lens cap, by the way. It's really ironic. It's just under 300 Australian dollars, I think so. Probably just under 200. It's the Instax Mini Evo. I got it a few months ago for my birthday. And I hope I didn't leave it on all night. No, okay. I'm shooting in monochrome at the moment. We'll take a photo of me, you know. I'll take a photo of you. There we go. So you go up to barista, you talk to the barista. Yeah, this is what I did yesterday. And you ask them, "Can I take a photo of you?" "Oh yeah, and I'll give you the shot." And they get all, okay. Giving is the greatest gift you can do. Now that might sound a bit cheesy, but they're not used to people giving them something and telling them they can keep something and not asking for payment or receipt of something in return. It's very it's not what we do in the Western society that we're brought up in. We're told that goods and services, you know, we give you good, we want something back kind of thing. So you give, I'll show you what I mean. Put the photo up there. Back there. Where's the play button, people? Always use your glasses. Alright, so you get your photo up. And then you may see this in a minute. It's coming out the top. Maybe when it wants to. There it goes. So the photo will come out up here. You see that? Hopefully you see that. And then that takes about 2 minutes, by the way, I've got to put that somewhere where I won't blow away. It takes about 2 minutes for that photo to develop. In that 2 minutes, you can talk to them while they stand there and look gum-smacked at their photo and go, "Wow, you gave me a photo." So that's actually an icebreaker, a way to start a conversation. Because normally you talk about the weather, you talk about the coffee. "Oh, can I take a photo?" And then they're like, "Oh, wow." Oh. And that saves it as a digital file, so you can put it on Instagram. You can send it to them on Instagram. You can send it to them on Facebook. So I'll be able to put that photo up there for you in a minute. It's still developing. So you're using tools at your disposal to talk to people, you know. It cost me $1 a photo to print, but I can shoot thousands of photos and not print. So being a hybrid, I can just use it as a digital camera. But if I'm printing, It's $1 investment in talking to somebody. It's not a lot of money, but if anybody asks you, you say, oh, it's about $1. It doesn't worry me. It breaks the ice. You have a chat. Hopefully these mics are working. You explain that you're vlogging for YouTube. You're out there meeting people. You're trying to help people. You've got no interest in being monetised, is what I tell people. As soon as I start mentioning to people that have got no interest to be monetised, the conversation completely flips on its head. People will naturally assume that as a YouTuber, you're a vulture trying to peck their eyes out to get them to subscribe to your channel. But when you're not monetised, what are you doing? I just give them a little spiel, explain to them about third places, about coffee shops, especially with my third place. Talk to them about their mental health. Talk to them about what do they do when they're having a dark time. What do they do when they're feeling a bit down? Cost of living is making everybody feel a bit down. You've got to centre yourselves. You've got to go home. You've got to relax. You've got to sit still for 2 minutes and take some deep breaths and just turn that television off. Don't turn YouTube off too often, but turn the TV off. So I'm preaching a message in public more than I am on YouTube. I'm preaching, I'm helping, I'm not a pastor or anything, but I'm out there preaching to people. Take care of yourselves, guys. Look after yourselves, embrace it. Community again. And I explained to a few people the other day at the book passing, you would have seen, there's a video up from Thursday. We were stretched out over 130 metres. There was 400 of us passing books from one bookstore to its new shop. Something that happened over in New York, and we did it here in Melbourne. And afterwards we all sat down and had a coffee, or about 20 of us sat down and had a coffee. And I could have recorded it, but I didn't. It wasn't worth recording. It was actually better to sit and have that coffee and have a nice chat. Because you don't always, you're sitting down with a bunch of strangers having coffee, you don't want to always get the camera around and say, okay, I'm going to film everything you say. Holy big brother. Photo's coming out, by the way. It's still going, but it's coming out. And that fits into your breast pocket, fits into your shirt pocket, so people can keep it. I took a photo of a lady at the clothes bookstore on Thursday. She wanted to get a photo done for her grandma because her grandma wasn't well and her grandma couldn't actually attend. So I took a photo with her phone, of her in the shop. And then I ripped out the Instamatic, flicked it up, snapped the photo, handed her a piece of paper. Basically, I handed her some film and said, you can give that one to your grandma. Oh, butter cake, eat your heart out. Oh, I couldn't have been more nicer. She was so happy. But just do those things for people. Just don't be selfish. We're trained to be selfish. We're trained for corporate greed, white picket fences, flash cars, nice Vespas. We're trained to have these immaterial things that we can't take with us. We're going to die. We're going to go up there somewhere and we're going to go, shite, we left everything down there. So that's my motivation. Just chat, talk. I want people to talk to me. I'm loving the comments at the moment. I'm struggling as all hell to keep up with comments. I took yesterday off from vlogging. Mostly because I took Friday and Saturday off from vlogging, so I've taken 2 days break, but it was purely because Friday was an absolute shit day at work. And I was really exhausted. And I just took me time. And Saturday, no excuse, I wanted to watch the football. I got home and I should have done my vlog when I got home, but the footy was on TV and I got engrossed in my own self-worth, so I watched the football. You really should eat more of this stuff. Next week, so today, tell me when you work, what's the first day of the week for you, a working week? Our first day of working week is Sunday. A bit like Happy Days, the TV show from 60 odd years ago. If you listen to Happy Days song, it starts on a Sunday. Sunday's our first day of work, Saturday's our last. I know that sounds a bit Judaism, but that's how we work. And I've got another 6 days off, I'm going to Hobart in a couple of days, and I'm going to make a lot of vlogs down there. Maybe drink some whiskey. But it's a good week to get a few things done. Drew was talking to me the other day. Drew was talking the other day, I was chatting to him. He's got a video out there about using notepads. So if you're wandering around and you get an idea for a YouTube video, take a notepad. I can't use notepads because anything papery in my work bag, which is also my camera bag, just gets shredded to pieces. They don't last 5 seconds. So I use things like, I use that camera to take a photo of the Minty so I could have a reminder that I want to do a video on last moments. I use my phone and make a video note. I also use my phone to, the other phone I got, the work phone I got, to send myself a notepad message for the iMac. So that comes up on notepad in the iMac. Because we do all get brilliant ideas, and we could be a million miles away from being able to create them. So this week, get a few more videos done. I'm mostly going to be housebound. I'm going to be stuck around here, but one day I'll be walking around a harbour, 500, 600 k's, whatever it is that way. A long way anyway. I think it's an hour on the plane to get there. I leave at 4 a.m. for the airport. Got to be at the airport by 5. It takes about an hour to get there. It takes about half an hour for me to get lost in the car park because I'm on the Vespa. We've only got a certain spot where we're allowed to park, or they'll tow our bike away. I board the plane at 6 and I get off the plane at 7. Catch a bus into the city. That's my plan for Wednesday. Which is nice, by the way. I like Indian food. All my neighbours are Indian. I live in the western suburbs of Melbourne, and there's 200,000 Indian migrants in this area, so there's a lot of this food around here. Oh, well, that photo came out good. So, no barbecue. Too cold. Got a roast cooking inside. I'll put up some videos of a variety of people that I've watched this week. You can get the phone out, but it'll take forever to go through it all. Max has got another one out. Drew has one each day. I've watched most of Drew's ones so far this week. Julian's another one who posts just about every day. I've got most of his done. The Joneses. I just watched Carlos and Mandy, I think it is. And he was arguing with Google Nests. My house is riddled from top end to bottom end with Google Nests. And I know how much of a pain Google is. This is the Google free zone out here. It's nice. So I might even do a pub vlog this week. Wednesday. They got some whiskey dens and 200-year-old pubs down there, so some nice places. It's not a good idea drinking and walking too much, so they might be just light beers. Anyway, I'm going to get in out of the cold. Hopefully my message got through a little bit somewhere in all this ramble that, focus on yourself. Start doing a bit of meditation each day, might help you as well, but focus on yourself and try and relax. Try and let that little creature in here develop and become let your personality show out more, rather than trying to be a circus performer for what your family, what your workmates, what your YouTube mates think, Be yourself. Be real. Anyway, chat to you, chat to me, chat to you, chat to me, all that. Peace. Love you guys. Chat to you next week.